myself and my media team, Cali BBQ Media, we are heading next week to New York City. New York City, we're going to be meeting with Google, and we're going to be talking specifically to their leadership, product managers, about all of the things that you need to know as a restaurant owner for Google Ads, for your Google My Business profile, and YouTube. So we've got a lot of information that we're going to be getting. I'm going to be doing live streams from New York, hopefully from the event as well. My name's Shawn. I own Cali BBQ here in San Diego, California. This is our restaurant. This is a Saturday, so we're getting ready to do our normal business for the day. We have 3 locations. We have a stadium location at Snapdragon Stadium, a Navy base location at the San Diego Navy Exchange, and we have our main master location here. Yo, Troy, thank you for sharing this video, sending it to the digital hospitality community. I also own Cali BBQ Media. So we have a media company. We have done over $2 million in brand deals and sponsorships in the last 7 years. First 5 years, we didn't make any money. So part of why we do these videos is to teach you as a restaurant owner, business owner, how to create content, how to get brand deals, how to get sponsorship for your podcast, why you should be on apps like YouTube, and why you should be going live. Yesterday, we did a Rising Tides live show. Troy Hooper, thank you for joining the show. He was one of my co-hosts, but we had a Google product manager. His name's Mike Nagy. He was on the show as a special guest, and he gave us a lot of insights as to what you as a restaurant owner need to be doing for your Google profile. One of the most important things that he started with was going to your profile, making sure that you're regularly checking. Now, he didn't give a proper cadence, so it's not a daily thing that you need to update your Google profile, but a lot of what Google has found is that business owners, restaurants in particular, have not updated their profile. So you think about how often have you updated your website? How often have you updated your Google My Business profile? I went in and looked at, saw things that my team, we have a media company, we have a marketing team, we do a lot of things. We care a lot about having a proper Google profile, proper Yelp profile, proper Facebook, proper YouTube, all of those things, and we still needed to make updates. So I think one of the biggest takeaways from what Mike Nagy said in that event was, I have a lot of anxiety as a business owner thinking that I need to be posting on YouTube, I need to be posting on Instagram, we need to be posting on Facebook, we need to be making content on TikTok as long as TikTok's still here. Well, I also thought that we need to be posting updates on Google My Business because they allow you to post photos, post events, post video. What he said was what Google cares more about is integrating your social media profiles. So making sure that your Instagram page, your Facebook page are all linked to your Google My Business because Google's pulling from that information. So you don't need to repeat the content. I'm taking you guys behind the scenes. So this is Bernice. She's the rock star. We do TikTok live videos, YouTube live video, Instagram live videos, showing behind the scenes of us, what we do at our restaurant. But if you guys have any questions, Troy Hooper, who's in the comments, myself, about 40 people, restaurant leaders, business leaders, content creators, are going to be going to New York City next week to meet with the Google team to learn all of the things that they want us to share through live streams, through LinkedIn content, through Instagram content, through our podcasts. You can listen to Troy Hooper. He's got a podcast called The Pineapple Perspective. Troy Hooper is the CEO of Hot Palate America, and that is the North America division of Pepper Lunch Restaurants. Troy Hooper has an awesome podcast. You can watch our show, Digital Hospitality, on YouTube. You can watch our show on entrepreneur.com called Restaurant Influencers. That is a show that we take a lot of pride in. Obviously, we take a pride in all of the content, what we do, but Restaurant Influencers, we've been doing that show on Entrepreneur since 2022, thanks to Toast. Toast is our main sponsor for that show. We just interviewed people like Shaquille O'Neal. Shaquille O'Neal from the Big Chicken brand has been on our Restaurant Influencer show, but this is behind the scenes. This is our Old Hickory Pit. We go live. Thank you guys. What's up, Guaram? Thank you for following. Yes, we will be going live in Google. We're going to go live at the Google event. If you guys have any, thank you, Les. We appreciate you guys watching. We hope you join us for a live show. So it's a chance for you to be on a live show every Wednesday, every Friday, Rising Tides Live. So you can watch, you can be a part of the community, meet people like Troy Hooper, Jason Berkowitz, Richard Liverman. We have so many awesome people. Sterling Douglas that joined the show. Zach Oates joined the show last week. But thank you guys for watching the live stream. If you have questions about restaurant business, brick and mortar business, digital business, storytelling, how to start a podcast, why you should live stream, we're always happy. Hey, what's up, Richard? Yeah, Richard Solutions. There we go. There's my friend from over the pond. One day, Richard and I will do a live stream together from London. We'll live stream. Actually, shout out to Scott Turner, who just published Auden Hospitality. He's one of our Rising Tide Live members. Auden Hospitality, he just published 24-hour video. So he's doing a lot more video content. And if you're watching this and you're a business owner, we are going all in on YouTube in 2025. And I know that's a crazy thing to say because YouTube's been around longer than most of the social platforms. But YouTube is something that you have to have dedicated resources for. You've got to build YouTube first. We obviously do YouTube Shorts, but we're doing a lot more live streaming of our shows, live streaming like this, where you guys get to see people like Bernice doing the real work that helps us build this business. Bernice, how many ribs have we got today?
50.
50 racks. So we did a video recently about social selling for restaurants, and that video did really well. Social selling, so figuring out TikTok shop. Obviously TikTok's on the minds of everybody. It's in every news article, headline, whether it's going to still be here, whether it's going to be gone. That is coming up and it's yet to be determined. But what isn't to be determined is that platforms that allow you to do video, live stream, will eventually integrate, which TikTok has already done, YouTube eventually will do, but that's why we work with the best technology companies, is because we would love to see Toast have a button where you could buy these ribs right now. So if you're here in San Diego and you want this specific rib, we would love to see Toast and Google figure out a way how to make that easy. The whole goal of our barbecue business is sell more barbecue. If we sell more barbecue, we load up more barbecue into all of these smokers. We're going to have a much better business. Thank you guys for sharing the video. Shout out. Let me know where in the world you're watching the video. We appreciate that. This is just behind the scenes. Saturdays, I come and bother Bernice with my video. But we are a media company that actually runs and operates restaurants. So it's not something we did in the past. It's something we are actually doing. We're doing it now, right now, real time. This is happening in Spring Valley. Dean LeBay in the house. Thank you, Dean. Thanks for being here. Happy Saturday. We're talking about Google, how to improve your Google business profile, update the photos. Photos are important. One of the things Sterling Douglas, who is the CEO of Shaquillle, one of his great comments yesterday was how much restaurant owners, we have to have digital photos. So photos for our online ordering like Toast, photos for Uber, photos for DoorDash, pictures of menu items. All of those pictures should be repurposed onto your Google business profile. So put them on your Google business profile, respond to reviews, be authentic in your response to reviews. That was another big takeaway. We didn't get into ads, which next week when we're at the Google event. So Google's putting on a restaurant event in New York City. Troy Hooper, myself, Zach Oates, Kyle and Sarah, Kelly Eston, the Chief Marketing Officer of Toast. A lot of people will be at that event to learn from Google. So Google is sharing a lot of the secrets. Lisa Landsman, who is head of global partnerships, she's been working with Reb Ciancio, myself, Zach Oates, trying to get an event that we can give back to the restaurant community. We all want to know what's the secret to getting more business. We work so hard to open up restaurants. It's one of the hardest businesses in the world, most rewarding businesses in the world. But when companies that are as big as Google, one of the biggest in the world, are willing to share their knowledge, their secrets, best practices, our goal is to share that information with our community so that our community can share it with their community. A rising tide lifts all ships. So Bernice is dipping those ribs in butter. That's sugar in the raw. That's honey. I'm still looking for a honey sponsor, mustard sponsor, a sugar sponsor, and a butter sponsor. So I will keep speaking it into, we make these But dude, we make these every single day. So these are pork ribs. They were fabricated. We cut off the rib tips. We smoke those separately. These are pork ribs. They were on the smoker for 2 hours at 250 degrees. We pull them off after 2 hours, and then we wrap them. So they get dipped in butter, they get drizzled in honey, sugar, wrapped, and then they're gonna go back onto the smoker. So we'll take you guys back outside. Please share it live, hit the share button. We appreciate that. I will share it on some. See. Thank you guys for being here. We appreciate it. We're live. Good technique on the ribs. Thank you. If you have any questions about the barbecue business, we're going to be celebrating 17 years. You want to know the number one secret to staying in business 17 years? I'll tell you the secret. Troy, what's the secret to staying in business for 17 years? Don't quit. Stay in business. Stay in business no matter what. It's going to get hard. It's not going to be easy. We're going to do a lot of failure. We've failed. We've made a lot of mistakes. Lost a lot of money. But we're still here, still in business because we have amazing people like Bernice, like Rafa, like Maria, like Mardonia. Takes a village. Steven Swiderski, it takes a village. Steven's checking in live. What's up, guys? Thank you. Thanks for hanging. We've got our toast KDS here. We've got catering orders, ribs, catering, all-inclusive pickup, other catering order. Make it. We are here in San Diego. If you come to our restaurant and you let our manager know that you saw us on live stream on YouTube, we will give you something special. I'll give you a free peach cobbler. Free wicked peach cobbler. If you watch this live stream, if you come to the restaurant, all you have to do is ask for a manager and say, Shawn told me on YouTube that I need to ask for my free peach cobbler. And we're going to give you a free wicked peach cobbler. Why? Just because we love technology, we love community. Just because we're crazy enough to go live. What wood? We use California cooking woods, almond and pecan. She needs a high five. Yes, Jason, we agree. Bernice gets high fives every morning. She's a rock star. She is a master at her craft. I think we calculated she's done tens of thousands. I don't know if we're in the hundreds of thousands of ribs, but she's done tens of thousands of ribs. So 10,000 hours, she's done 20,000 hours. Slow smoking, proper cooking. Behind the scenes. If you guys have any questions about Google my business, please let us know because we are going to New York City. It's going to be cold, but New York City next week to meet with the Google team to talk everything that you need to know for your restaurant business. If you have run ads on Google, your Google My Business, how to properly update it, how to respond to reviews, things you should be doing, things you shouldn't be concerned with. And we're also going to talk a lot about YouTube. One of the things that we, as a media company, we've been doing this for 7 years, officially as a media company. That's when we launched our first podcast, Behind the Smoke, which you can still find, called Digital Hospitality. Digital Hospitality is the name of the show. We started in 2017. We publish about 5 episodes a week for Digital Hospitality. We also have a show called Restaurant Influencers. We did make banana pudding less. We started making banana pudding in the beginning. Unfortunately, we never sold enough banana pudding, and to make it fresh, one of the lessons we learned was just because you can do it doesn't mean you should do it. So we really streamlined our menu, got rid of a lot of the things. We used to be a breakfast restaurant, and then we went all in on barbecue. We got rid of banana pudding, so now we just have one dessert. Our dessert is so good, it's the only dessert we offer, and it is Wicked Peach Cobbler. So if you come down to the restaurant, for those that are new to the live stream, thank you for being here. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for subscribing to the channel. But if you come down to the restaurant, just ask for the manager and say, Shawn told me on YouTube that I get a free peach cobbler. So we're going to offer that until we give away all the cobblers. So let your friends know. I was watching a live stream. I saw Bernice making the ribs, and I want my free peach cobbler. And guess what? You get a cobbler. You get a cobbler. Everyone gets a cobbler. I'll tell you guys a funny story. So we are fortunate. In the beginning, no one in the media, San Diego, gave a shit about our restaurant. No one cared. And we worried. We were like, how are we going to get on the local news? How are we going to get on radio? How are we going to get the newspaper to care? This was way back in the day. But eventually, we started doing stuff like this, going live, going on Instagram, Facebook. We really didn't care about the platform. All we wanted to do was learn how to better tell our story. Once we started telling our story, all of a sudden the news stations started contacting us. So we start to go on Fox 5, CBS, NBC, KUSI. And one day, we were live on KUSI, and I thought it would be a great idea as a call to action to tell the TV viewers, just as a test, how many people are really watching. You know, how many people are watching the local news in the morning. And I told the viewers that if they came to the restaurant that day, they would get a free peach cobbler. And Bernice, were you here that day?
What?
When I went on the news and told everyone they got free peach cobbler?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Bernice and Lisa weren't very happy with me because we had so many people that were watching the news. So people still watch the news. They came in. I don't know how many cobblers we gave away. It was probably like 65 new people who had never been to our restaurant, and they all came out. Yeah, it's like, keep making more cobblers, and also don't tell Shawn not to tell people about the cobblers. What's up, Dean? Good morning. Yeah, Steven remembers. Steven's always with me when we go to the news. He's my media man. That's the alarm. Something's cooking. Not again. Yeah, I'm giving away cobblers on a YouTube live stream, Steven. I should probably check our inventory before. Don't be surprised when I start giving away racks of ribs. One day, I promise, when social selling happens for restaurants, I'm going to give away every single rack of ribs. So it's not today, but if you guys keep watching and you keep supporting, I'm going to talk to Toast. I'm going to talk to whoever I need to talk to make sure that eventually one day YouTube, you can just go buy that rack of ribs. And the first day that that's available, I'm going to give those ribs away for free. So it's not yet, but you saw this video. It's January 2025. Eventually, social selling will happen so that you can pick the exact rib that you want. And one day, yes, I'm not going to run it by Eric. I'm not going to ask for permission. I'm just going to do it, but we'll give away our entire inventory of ribs. That's not today. So it's not today. Today I'm giving away cobbler. So if you're watching this and you come to Spring Valley, ask for a manager, you get a free peach cobbler. So these are St. Louis pork ribs, dipped in butter, sugar in the raw, honey, and then wrapped. 50 racks of ribs. Thank you guys for sharing the video. If you know another business owner, restaurant owner, come get your free peach cobbler, Troy. I know, one day we'll be able to ship. I'll talk to Goldbelly. We'll figure out a deal. There's got to be a way to ship barbecue fresh, off the smoker. Just have Amazon. Amazon's a content platform. Don't be surprised when we're live streaming on Amazon and you can buy barbecue on that platform. The world is changing. We believe in content, commerce, communication, and community. 4 C's. Content, commerce, communication, and community. All of those amazing things all live right on. Just make it halal. Yeah, I don't know if we can do that. Stop on the Van America tour. I'll do an interview. Awesome. Please do. Let me know. Lee, let me know. Les, I think it's Les. We're always happy to welcome content creators, storytellers, podcasters, YouTubers, Instagrammers, TikTokers, Snapchatters, Xers, I guess, Blue Skyers. If you're telling stories on the internet, you're part of our tribe. Send me one rib in an envelope. You got it. One day we will be sending ribs in an envelope. So these are all going back on the smoker. If you go to our Cali BBQ Facebook page, our Instagram channel, our TikTok channel while it's still up, you can see videos with over 1 million views of Bernice. A lot of those views are because people tell us how much they're barbecue experts. So we'll have people fighting in the comments about how we're in California and we don't know how to make barbecue, or those ribs aren't done, or why are you wrapping the ribs, or I do a ribs the different way. But despite all the interactions, some of them positive, some of them negative, it helps drive engagement. And you know what? One of the biggest lessons that we learned as business owners is that we worry. We worry when someone says something bad about our business or we don't know what we're doing. But guess what? 17 years of doing this, we know what we're doing. We're still here, still doing the thing. So we know that somebody that's commenting from Kansas that tells us that we're in California and we don't know how to do barbecue, there's not many restaurants that stay in business for 17 years. We're still here. We have 3 locations. We're still learning. We've made plenty of mistakes. We're not perfect. You'll never hear me say we have the best barbecue, because we don't. We have great barbecue, phenomenal, because of Bernice, because of Lisa, because of Eric, because of Steven, because of Gene, because of so many people that help us run our business. But you'll never hear me say it's the best, because barbecue's subjective. But what I do know is that we're willing to build in public as business owners. So we have a business community. If you're listening to this, if you want to join a business community, every Wednesday, every Friday, we do a live show. So you can join us, you can tell us about what you're building. If you're in sales, if you're in marketing, if you're a content creator, if you own restaurants, let us know what you're building. Meet other restaurant owners, hospitality professionals. We have people from all over the globe. Every Wednesday, Friday, 10 a.m. Pacific time. You can go to betheshow.media, betheshow.media, and search Rising Tides. That's where a link, you can sign up for the email. My producer will send you, Mike will send you an email that will let you know all the instructions so that you can join us and be on a live show. A lot of people want media content. It's a great way to start learning how to tell your story and meet some awesome business owners. What's up? Happy Saturday. Live from Cali BBQ in San Diego. We are in Spring Valley, about 25 minutes east of the San Diego airport, east of Petco Park, where the San Diego Padres play baseball. We are not in what you would consider prime location. We are in an amazing community full with commercial, residential, industrial. We're definitely off the beaten path, but we believe in the power of storytelling, the power of technology, the power of the internet, and that's why we do live streams like this. So thank you guys for being here. We appreciate it. We appreciate you sharing the video, subscribing to the channel. We're doing a lot more YouTube content, so I'm telling stories. We have Cam, who's our Cali BBQ Media producer for our YouTube channel. He's been doing some awesome work, thanks to Richard. But we're telling stories about things that, honestly, a lot of the mistakes that we made as restaurant owners, we don't want other owners to make. That's why we created the channel. That's why we do content. We learned a lot about podcasting, about getting brand deals as content creators in the B2B space. So we do a lot of stuff on LinkedIn. You can give me a follow on LinkedIn if you're a business owner and you're not using LinkedIn. Hopefully this is a wake-up call. So much of our business, so many of the deals that we do, some of the big logos that we work with, the Toasts of the world, the Rings of the world, the Amazons of the world, US Foods, Uber, all of these companies, they've found us because we're willing to put this stuff on LinkedIn and on YouTube and on Instagram and in podcast form, and we write professional articles. So we believe in the power of storytelling. We believe a rising tide lifts all ships. My grandfather taught me to stay curious, to get involved, to ask for help. What's she doing? She is prepping ribs. So these ribs have been on the smoker for 2 hours. If you're just joining the live stream, she is dipping them in butter, putting sugar and honey on them, and then they will go back on the smoker. So Once we get through these ribs, we're going to take you guys back to the smoker, and she will load them back up. What else do we have on, Bernice? Anything else? Is this it? Rib tips. So we have rib tips also on the smoker. And chicken. Chicken. Thank you guys for joining it. Waffle, we appreciate it. Waffle, please join our live show. I don't know if you have a waffle business or if you create waffle content. We do a Rising Tides live show, chance for you to meet other business owners, other content creators. You can go to betheshow.media. I will check my text. I always check my text, Troy, especially for you. What is up, YouTube? Thank you guys for sharing the video. We appreciate it. We're doing more live streaming. I will be live streaming from New York City next week. So I'm heading from San Diego to New York City for a Google restaurant event. We're going to be meeting with product managers and leadership to learn about all of the things restaurant owners, restaurant businesses need to know about Google My Business, about Google AdWords, and about YouTube. So I've got lots of questions. I'm actually going to be talking on stage to the other creators in the room with another product manager about YouTube, about the opportunity, not just for restaurants, but for owners to create shows for YouTube. We believe heavily in YouTube. Everyone hit the heart. Thank you. We appreciate it. Yes, hit the heart. Everything that helps with discovery. You guys are all part of the community. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for supporting our family business. Every business is a family business. Thank you, Dean. Thanks. Yeah, Mike G was awesome. Mike Nagy from Google. That show will be available on our digital hospitality podcast feed. It will be available on our YouTube channel. But Mike Nagy from Google gave a great insights into the things that you should do and the things that you shouldn't worry about as a business owner. So we're heading back to the smoker. Thank you guys for hanging. We appreciate you tuning into the live stream. We try to do these every Saturday. I'm trying to find more days of the week to live stream to give you guys behind the scene access of what it's like to actually run a restaurant, the technology that we use to run our restaurants, the secrets. These are the smokers. These are Old Hickory pits. Appreciate it, Les. Thank you. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting, commenting, all the things. We appreciate it. A rising tide lifts all ships. We've been able to connect with so many awesome restaurant owners, business owners, and content creators all over the world just because we're willing to take our phone out of the pocket, shoot videos, look stupid, sound stupid, and then highlight some of the stuff that we're learning along the way. Building in public is hard. Everyone is scared of criticism. Nobody wants to fail. Nobody wants to think that they started something and they got copied. No one's going to copy you. It's way too hard. It's way too hard and it's way too much work. So if business is that hard and that much work, why not just build along the way? Use technology. Don't be a content creator. Be a content capturer. So stories happen all day, every day in your business. Bernice and I have been live streaming. We started on TikTok during the pandemic. We had live streams that got over 100,000 views. I was live streaming for 4.5 hours. Part of my goal was to live stream till my phone died or till my arm fell off. And my phone died, so my arm did not fall off. But that was a pretty cool experience to have 100,000 people. And when you think of how many people 100,000 people is, like, SoFi Stadium fits, I believe, 75,000 people at peak capacity. SoFi's where the Chargers and the Rams play football, $5.5 billion stadium. But to think that you can take your phone out of your pocket and connect with people all over the world that are curious, that are interested. What are you doing? Why are you doing it? When I went to college way back in the day, I took some business classes, and I can't tell you how bored I was. I was so bored at what the teacher was saying, and I was just hoping that another business owner would share their story. And I remember they had guest speakers come and speak about, somebody locally that had built a business, and they came and they shared, these are the things that we messed up. This is what we thought we knew. This is what we made this huge mistake, but then we learned how to pivot, and we figured this thing out, and we asked for help. And all of a sudden I was so curious to what they were doing. And now as business owners, we think that no one cares. Like, all we think about is B2C content. Business to consumer. How do I sell more ribs? Well, the goal isn't always to sell more ribs, but learn how to use technology. Learn how to better tell your story. Learn how to build community. How many racks does this hold? How many racks total does this hold? 50? 50 in one. Oh, right now there's 50.
Right
but
now.
How many can we get total? 80?
80? No. 60 something.
65?
75?
75. So they max out at 75 racks is what we can get into the smoker, Kevin. And these are rib tips. So these were fabricated from the ribs. These Bernice cut off earlier. So you see all the slow smoked, that is all the juice that came from smoking all night and this morning. I'll tell you guys a funny story about smokers. And so half of the internet will tell you, oh my God, that smoker's dirty. The other half will tell you, oh my God, that means that you actually cook barbecue. Either way, somebody's got something to say, which is why most people don't make videos on the internet. We have people, obviously we're here in California. Our restaurant is called Cali BBQ. So we believe that barbecue is made all over the world. We've been doing it since the beginning of humankind, cooking with fire, meat with fire, slow cooking. But especially in America, depending on where you're from, barbecue is religion. So people get offended when they see a business in California cooking barbecue, thinking that they can be in the barbecue game, but we've been doing it for 17 years. And we've learned a lot, made a lot of mistakes. Our barbecue today is better than it's ever been, and tomorrow it will be a little bit better. But Bernice is top of the game, top of the craft. She is a rock star at what she does. Thank you guys for tuning into the live stream. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for commenting. It helps with engagement, helps us get more people on the live stream. We're going to be doing more live videos, not just from the restaurant standpoint, but from a media standpoint. It's never been easier to connect with community if you have the courage to look stupid, sound stupid. Barbecue is truly an art. It is. And I will be the first to tell you that the barbecue we made back when we started this restaurant in 2008, 2009, 2010 was not good. We had to get a lot better. And it's the same thing that I tell content creators and business owners. Your first podcast is going to suck. Your first video is going to suck. Your first article is going to suck. No one's going to care. You just have to keep getting a little bit better. Consistent commitment to getting better. Quantity plus speed plus consistency will eventually equal quality. Quantity plus speed plus consistency will eventually equal quality. So we make our media like we make our barbecue. And that's low and slow, day over day. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Let me know where in the world you're watching the live stream from. I just liked a whole bunch. Thank you, Les. We appreciate that. Thank you for liking and commenting on our YouTube channel. Helps us reach more restaurant owners and business owners. We're building a community all over the globe. We have friends that have found us in London. We have friends that have found us in India. We have friends in Argentina, friends in Canada, friends all over the United States, in Mexico, that have found us on one of these crazy social platforms like YouTube, like TikTok, like Instagram, like podcasts. If you're a restaurant owner, check out our Restaurant Influencers podcast. That is on entrepreneur.com. I've interviewed people like Shaquille O'Neal in person, interviewing the big man himself with his Big Chicken brand. I've interviewed Emeril Lagasse. Bam! The big Emeril Lagasse. I've interviewed Chef Robert Irvine. I've interviewed John Taffer from Bar Rescue. I've interviewed the CEO and co-founder of Toast. Toast is our technology partner. Restaurant Influencers is one of our biggest shows with the biggest reach, but we also have awesome shows like Digital Hospitality. You can subscribe to those podcasts. You can join a live show, which is Rising Tides Live. If you go to betheshow.media, we want to hear from you. If you're a business owner, if you're a creator, if you're a sales professional, we are building a community. We started that on Clubhouse, social audio app, 4 years ago, and met people like Troy Hooper and Dean LeBay on Clubhouse, and now they're friends forever, friends for life, business professionals, colleagues. We learn from each other, we share from each other, we support each other. A rising tide lifts all ships. So thank you guys for tuning in to the live stream. If you have any other questions, let me know. If you have questions for Google, like I said, we're going to Google's offices in New York City next week. We're going to be doing content for Toast. We're going to be doing content for Davo. Davo is a sales tax automation software. So if you're a restaurant owner or a business owner, sales tax, paying sales tax sucks, collecting sales tax sucks, but you have to do it. Davo automates the sales tax process. We're going to be doing 2 restaurants where we're going and filming testimonial content, restaurant tech content for 2 Davo customers. So shout out to Davo for giving us the opportunity. Shout out to Toast, who sponsors all of our content. Me as a creator, they sponsor a Restaurant Influencer show. We have a show on Toast's YouTube page called Family Style that we're filming season 2, so please check out Family Style. But we appreciate you guys tuning in. McDonald's is successful. Consistency, that's right. That is why McDonald's is successful. I see that, Kevin, for sure. What's up? How we doing? Thanks for joining the live stream. Thanks for sharing, liking. We appreciate it. Thanks for commenting. If you guys have ideas for videos you want us to make on YouTube, please send it in the comments. We are always open to suggestions. We've been doing a lot of different content. Hungry location, Sal, we are in San Diego. This is our Spring Valley location. And we are giving away free peach cobbler to anyone watching the live stream today. So if you're watching the live stream, ask a manager. If you visit our Spring Valley location in San Diego, ask for the manager on duty. Say, I saw Shawn going live. He said I get a free peach cobbler for watching the live stream. And bam. Santa Rosa, 10-hour drive. Hey, Sal, whenever you make it to San Diego, I will honor that free peach cobbler, man. Santa Rosa's far, 10-hour drive. Whenever you find yourself in San Diego, just let a manager know that you're part of the story. If you know anybody in San Diego, let them know. We're off the beaten path, and we love what we do. We love our craft. We've been in business for 17 years. Damn, in New Mexico. Kevin, whenever you make it to San Diego's a great place to visit. Add that family trip, add that friend trip, come to San Diego. We would love to be the first restaurant you visit when you come to San Diego. Come on down, come get your free peach cobbler. When are we coming to DC? Great question, Kim. DC is on the list. Whenever we have an opportunity to go to DC, there's so many restaurants that we've had on our Restaurant Influencers show that have incredible businesses in Washington, D.C. So whenever we can figure it out with Toast or Restaurant 365 or Pop Menu, we will find our way to Washington, D.C. There's an incredible hospitality scene there. And you guys will be the first to know our schedule on YouTube. So we are going to be going to Fort Lauderdale. So Fort Lauderdale and Miami, that's happening in February. We're going to be going to Phoenix, Arizona. That's not confirmed yet, Troy, but I'm trying to figure out how to get to Phoenix for Restaurant Leadership Conference. We've got lots of trips to Las Vegas. So if you have any restaurants in Las Vegas that we should be visiting, we have a Pepper Lunch Restaurants Walchef Wolfpack video on YouTube. You can check out Pepper Lunch Restaurants, which is one of the best restaurants, in my opinion, in Las Vegas. It won't be on any crazy food list, but it's on my food list. Best place to go, best experience, incredible business. Pepper Lunch Restaurants, check them out. Where else we're going to be? We're going to be in Boston. So I go to Boston twice a year for Toast. I'm on the customer advisory board. And we're going to do content in Boston, in New York, in Miami, in Phoenix, in Las Vegas, most likely San Francisco. Bernice, what's your favorite thing to make? You don't know? Ribs? Brisket? Pork? Rib tips?
And tri-tip.
Oh, tri-tip.
Yeah.
Bernice's favorite thing is tri-tip and rib tips. Thank you guys for watching the live stream. We're going to be going live a lot more. So let us know what you want to see. This is the barbecue process. What's your favorite thing to eat, Bernice? Bernice, what's your favorite thing to eat? What?
Tri-tip.
Tri-tip. Tri-tip's the winner. Cobbler? No?
I like this one.
Do you remember
Hey, cornbread, I like it.
do you remember when the Major League Baseball All-Star game came to San Diego?
Yes.
And we asked Bernice to make how many bacon wrapped jalapenos?
Remember, it's a lot.
500?
500
At least 500. So we did a food pop-up for the Major League Baseball. They had the All-Star game down at Petco Park. Pepsi, who's one of our partners, invited us to be one of 4 restaurants in the main tailgate area for MLB. And we thought it would be a good idea to sell bacon-wrapped stuffed jalapenos. And I remember asking Bernice to do 5. Do you remember that, Lisa? The MLB All-Star game when we had Bernice do 500 bacon-wrapped jalapenos?
500 wings?
No, bacon-wrapped jalapenos.
Wait, 500?
Don't you remember when we did that for the All-Star?
500.
It was 500. Easily. It was 500.
Steven maybe remember.
Yeah, Steven will know. Steven and Bill know. Poor Bernice. I know. I know. Crazy is right. We do crazy things as restaurant. There's a lot of we should start a series. We're never going to do that again. That's a good series. I like it. Troy, we're coming up with a new series for YouTube, and it's going to be me sharing stories with my managers and my staff of like, we're never going to do that again. And I'm going to ask other restaurant owners, what are you never going to do again? And whether that's vending at an EDM concert where you think you're going to sell barbecue and you prep for 500 guests per day and you sell like $30 in sales, and then they ask you to pay a percentage on that $30 in sales, we're never going to do that again. We're never going to do smoked turkeys on Thanksgiving. That was a barbecue war story. That's actually why we started our podcast. It was called Behind the Smoke Barbecue War Stories. But we're never going to do that again. That is a new question that I'm going to start asking every restaurant owner I meet. What is something you're never going to do again? I think it's a really good series. Lisa, great idea. Bernice, that's a brilliant idea for content. I think a lot of people will learn a lot of stuff. We're never going to do that again. Never going to do that again. See, that's why we live stream. It's a good content creation ideation session. You never know what's going to happen on a live stream. Thank you guys for hanging. We appreciate it. We're going to get through these. This is our prep list. This is one of the non-digital prep lists that we have. But here we have it digitized for Toast. We have Weight Trainer, which is our current training platform, but we're going to be switching. We're going to be switching training platforms to Arrow Up Training. So shout out to Jason Berkowitz, Arrow Up Training. Howard Solomon, who is our Chief Operating Officer, is working with Jason Berkowitz and Steven Swiderski to improve the training at our restaurant, doing more video. So a lot of video, TikTok style, Instagram Reel style, and how do we show our new staff things like this. Obviously, Bernice is our pitmaster. She's the one that's worked here the longest, but people that we bring on that aren't maybe doing this, when they're learning how to be a host, or learning how to be a bartender, or learning how to be a line cook, a prep cook, we want video. So Arrow Up Training, shout out. We're going to be sharing more content about Arrow Up Training. What are you never going to do again? We're never going to do that again. Jalapenos. 500 bacon wrapped jalapenos for MLB All-Star Game. More than 500. I got to get Eric. Eric needs to start making notes of what are we never going to do again. we've done so many things that we're never going to do again. Barbecue festival, that was, we did, been there, done that, 10 years. That was a lot of work. The barbecue festival, we were running our restaurant, we shut down the street. We had 30 amateur barbecue teams in the front of the restaurant. We had live bands, we had other businesses, like we had stages for the bands, we had kids zones, we had vendors. That was a charity event that we did for 10 years called the Spring Valley Tailgate and Barbecue Festival. But we would also sell barbecue on the street. So we were running multiple businesses. We were in charge of working with the sheriff's department, fire department, local government to shut down the street and then open up the street. 12 hours of shutting down the main thoroughfare in front of our restaurant. Kind of crazy that we did that. We did a professional barbecue contest at Kansas City Barbecue Contest up at the Del Mar Thoroughbred Club called the Surf and Turf Barbecue Festival. We learned a lot about sponsorship, how to find sponsors, how to get sponsors, how to add value to the sponsorship, how to raise money, how to work with a huge organization like the Del Mar Thoroughbred Club, how to work with local media to get the word out, to promote your event, how to document the event so that you have B-roll and you have promotional materials for the next year that you actually put on the event. Thank you guys for watching the live stream. Thanks for sharing the video, liking the video. That's Merdonia, that's Bernice, that's Maria, that's Lisa. It's Saturday if we're live streaming because that's typically the day that we live stream. Ship me the ribs. We are working on that. I'm working on deals with Gold Belly and trying to figure out how to get more barbecue to more people, not just here in San Diego, but all over the world. That's why we do this stuff. One day, Toast will have an integration. I'm not breaking any news. I'm just wishing out loud so that Toast and Google figure out a way to allow restaurant owners to be on their YouTube page and sell barbecue directly from a live stream. How do you sell barbecue directly from a live stream? Have Gold Belly pick it up, have Amazon pick it up. That's what we want to see. That's what we're going to get loud about. I'm on the customer advisory board, so I plan on asking leadership at the end of this month, what is the plans? How can they better help us? These things are cutting edge, but these things are happening right here, right now. These are all the smokers. So Bernice is loading up the pit. It's at 225 degrees. All three smokers in our back patio area. Let me know where you guys are watching the live stream. We appreciate you hanging, watching. It's Saturday. If we're going live always on Saturdays. I'm going to be going live next week from Google's offices in New York City. So I will be live streaming on Wednesday. We're going to be doing 2 content shoots at restaurants. So one of our Florida, what's up Florida? Thank you Kalina, thank you Kim, thank you Dean, Troy. We appreciate you guys watching the live stream. It means a lot to us. We're trying to build out our YouTube channel, trying to add more content, more variety, things that help you. We just came up with a new series thanks to this live stream. And the new series is going to be called Never Gonna Do That Again. What are you never going to do again? I can't wait to start asking restaurant owners, tech founders, entrepreneurs, content creators, what are you never going to do again? What was so painful that the pain of that you've decided to pivot and to never do again? We're live, YouTube. Thank you guys for subscribing. We appreciate it. Check out our podcasts, Restaurant Influencers. You can find it on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. You can go to entrepreneur.com or Entrepreneur's YouTube page. Check out our interviews with Shaquillle O'Neal, with Emeril Lagasse, with Miam Bialik, Blossom, and the Jeopardy host. I interviewed her. I interviewed Rob Deerdeck on that show. I interviewed John Taffer from Bar Rescue. A lot of tech founders like Aman Narang, the co-founder and CEO of Toast. Kelly Eston, who's the chief marketing officer of Toast. Check out Restaurant Influencers. It's a great show. Team works very hard to put that show out every Tuesday. We have another show called Digital Hospitality. We've been doing that for 7 years. We're always looking for restaurant guests, business guests, technology guests to be on that show. And Rising Tides Live. Buffalo, what's up, Corey? Thanks for watching from Buffalo. I'm heading your way. Good luck to good luck to the Bills. You guys got a big game this weekend. Thank you guys for watching the live stream. It's been awesome. Consistency. Keep showing up. Keep showing up. We are going to keep showing up on YouTube. I'm going to show up on Wednesday next week while we're filming content at 2 different restaurants in New York City. And then I'll be showing up next Thursday. So next Thursday, for those of you that are tuning in for secrets from Google, if you have questions for Google, we've got a whole group, about 40 people that are traveling from all over the country, restaurant influencers, podcasters, creators, CEOs, that are all going to learn from the Google team what restaurants should be doing in 2025 to get more orders, to do better business, to get better discovery. Thank you guys for watching. So next Thursday, Wednesday I'll be live, Thursday I'll be live. Just let me know what you guys want us to ask at Google, and we'll bring you guys behind the scenes at Google in New York City. Thank you guys for watching. Happy Saturday. Cheers.